Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Truth. And you wanted it, you got it. But is it any good? I'm looking forward to this one because my review of a film that's exclusively on HBO Max right now, the 2021 action superhero film, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Coming up now. After the death of Superman, an alien military leader, Steppenwolf, and his army of parademons have returned to Earth in search of 3 mother boxes which contain humongous amounts of power. Batman and Wonder Woman decide it's time to recruit more heroes with spectacular abilities and team together against Steppenwolf. After finding the somewhat willing participants, the heroes prepare to unite in order to save the world. So what did I think of Zack Snyder's Justice League? I thought it's an awesome superhero action film. Of course, this is the version of the film that fans, the actors, and Zack Snyder himself fought to be released, and has found its home on HBO Max. After Snyder had to step away from the project due to a family tragedy, director Joss Whedon was brought in to take over and changed a lot of Snyder's material around. Snyder's cut drops all of Whedon's changes and had no studio interference to deal with, and if you've seen the original cut of this film, you see how much interference there really was. While I actually liked the version that was released in theaters and had fun with it, the Snyder Cut is a big improvement on the material. I found it interesting that all of the best scenes from the original version all came to us from Zack Snyder as well. The cut is 4 hours long, which can certainly be intimidating, but I thought it moves along pretty nicely, and I was always interested in the material. It is nice to have the pause button option though, and it's broken up into chapters if you'd like to watch it at your convenience. One of the biggest changes here is the much more needed backgrounds for Cyborg, the Flash, and Aquaman. While Aquaman has had his solo movie since, and we know more about him, we only really got brief glimpses into the characters of Cyborg and the Flash in the original version of the Justice League. Here the two, especially Cyborg, are much better understood and more important to the story. Wonder Woman also gets more to do here than she does in her entire second solo movie. The characters also all work well as a team. They all get their big moments and have a reason to be there, and partner up and help each other out with their powers. Thankfully, most of the bickering and cliches of fighting among the ranks aren't included. As a story, everything flows nicer and makes more sense as they could take more time fleshing things out. The big-time action sequences have been improved on and are more violent as well. From Steppenwolf's pursuit of one of the boxes and chasing the Amazons, to that amazing Superman scene, and of course the final battle with all the heroes fighting Steppenwolf and his parademons, which is very different and thankfully has no random family being saved. As expected, there is a more serious take and darker tone than the first go-round, but feels more fitting, especially considering that this follows the events of Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. At first, I thought it could have used a little more humor, but when the Flash comes into the mix, he balances things out as the main comic relief, but thankfully most of the jokes work, and he doesn't get annoying. The villains are also more realized here, and yes, we get to see Darkseid this time, and while obviously he will always be compared to Thanos. Also, Steppenwolf's CGI is a vast improvement as well. I do feel like a few things could have still been left on the cutting room floor. It's a Snyder film through and through, and there are a lot of slow motion scenes that all didn't have to be there, with some bizarre music choices that sounded like it was off of a Pure Mood CD. The scene where Aquaman walks into water and there's some random girls singing while Bruce just stands there was certainly a head scratcher for me as well. If some of this was trimmed, I feel like it might have been closer to 3 hours. There's also the epilogue, which is cool. There's some fun cameos. It's kind of a tease, as we really don't know if any of this will come to be. I suppose it works as an intriguing what if. Great work from the cast, starring Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne / Batman, the billionaire vigilante who feels like his dream team of heroes is a good idea to save the planet. Henry Cavill as Clark Kent / Superman, the Kryptonian journalist who made the ultimate sacrifice, but possibly could be brought back, wink wink. Amy Adams as Lois Lane, Clark's fiancée, an award-winning journalist still suffering from his death. Gal Gadot as Diana Prince / Wonder Woman, the Amazonian warrior and princess who helps Bruce with his mission. Ezra Miller as Barry Allen / The Flash, the young man who can move at superhuman speeds. Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry / Aquaman, the heir to the throne of Atlantis with metahuman aquatic abilities. And Ray Fisher as Victor Stone / Cyborg, the former college athlete who was cybernetically reconstructed after an accident. I had an absolute blast watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I'm glad he got to share his vision and superior version of the film with us. Number-wise, I'm going to go 9 out of 10, and that gives it the A-list rating of A-list approved. That's right, it gets the A-list seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/westtroupealist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, Troop out.